this thing about sensation, when your behavior, if you know, it's like if your behavior is not good and it's urgent and it's insecure, we can say things that we don't mean. There's an analogy, isn't there? That if you say something really bad and you hit a nail into a post every time you say something bad to somebody, and then every time you say something good to somebody to make amends, you take a nail out, but it leaves the scars, doesn't it? It leaves where the nail went. So it's a beautiful thing to get that before you react, before you have the urgency, before you behave. If you can catch yourself and notice, and that is a superpower, noticing what you're thinking, noticing, being conscious, being aware. We talked about awareness, being aware of that. But they are people and places and memories and pictures. They're the things that you want in your brain. That's the feeling, that's the intuition. Showing up and noticing how it feels. And moving forward with momentum is about moving forward with a good feeling. Now you've dropped out your thinking, you need to move forward with momentum. And we talk about in the moment, the feelings in the moment. And even if you just look for a good feeling, one small good feeling, you can move forward to another good feeling. And then you might try and think yourself away from it, but then you'll notice it and you won't give it meaning. And live in the good feeling that this brings, and life just seems to get better. So you're one decision away. It's that simple. You're one decision away. You're one thought away, and that thought is no thought. We'll talk about that later as well, I think, if we get onto it. But the greatest gifts that we've got, we have awareness, we have free thought, we have free will. And your aliveness will be different from mine, and you have a stamp of individuality, and that enables you to see life as you wish, I wish. And the game changer for me is that it was my thinking that was faulty, and still is to a certain degree. But I know I'm the thinker. So I say this, I love saying this, I don't care what I think anymore. I just care what I feel. Once you drop out of that space, you have a lot of creative space to fill up. So you're one decision away from a better life. The trick is, these same gifts can also be our greatest weakness. We often lack the strength of letting go of the past, being stuck in the negative thoughts and the behaviors of the past. And that's about forgiveness. That's about understanding that the thoughts are keeping it alive, that are keeping it stuck. And there's a caveat there, that the thoughts that come in look the same. You know, they're going along the river as leaves on the river, I use this analogy, and you're picking them up. When I pick them up now, they are neutral. They are neutral. I've seen a quote by a very, very good writer. His name was Bill Shakespeare. And he says, I was going to do this later, but I'll do it now. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. And that's what I'm trying to say. You cannot recognize so how I do it is I notice the thought, and if it comes with a good feeling, I move forward with it. If it comes with a bad feeling, I just either put it back, or if it keeps turning up, I do something about it. Responsive in the moment.